So I try to do good neighborhood watch. These people are selling fentanyl to anybody. They're selling crack. They're selling meth. Now, if I was selling marijuana, I would not say a goddamn thing about it because marijuana is a herb and is good for all people. These people next door, they're selling fentanyl, meth, and crack. I don't know if they're selling cocaine. I don't have no evidence on that. But I told the cops as much as I could. I approached the cops. They told me to go to bed. But I did not go to bed. I kept on fucking videotaping them. Fentanyl is very dangerous, and they need to be put to a stop. I told the cops I should have not been aggressive and wore a wire and motherfucking bought fentanyl and meth and whatever else they had. That's bad drugs, and then they'd be up shit creek. But I fucked that up by cussing them out. I banged on their door around about 3:20, 3:30. I woke everybody. They was already up because they're smoking meth. And also they do fentanyl, which is a hell of a combination. And the landlord, I'm calling her first thing in the morning. It's 4:42. When the office opened at landlord, I'm not going to call. I am going to her office. And plus, she said last month she would give us a new door key to our house because we cannot lock our place up when we leave, and we need a mailbox key. We haven't checked our mail in a month and a half. She said she'd give us our mailbox key when I first told her last month, the following Monday. Well, I'm going to her office when she opens around 7:30 or 8. I deserve a mailbox key. Everybody loses stuff. She said she'd give us a mailbox key and a door key to our place. Whenever we leave, we cannot lock our doors. We haven't checked the mail in a very long time. We have a slumlord, ladies and gentlemen, and I do not like it. Enough is enough. I'm getting tired of fentanyl. Research fentanyl. Fentanyl is very evil. You do a little fentanyl, that shit could kill you. And they sell that to anybody. I know that for a fact. Seriously. Good morning, Jackie Powell. How you doing? Hope everybody's having a beautiful Thursday. And it's so many people in that place. Where we live, if you're not on the lease, you're not allowed to have people live with you. From what I saw when I knocked at the door, there was a woman in there, okay, and was a guy in there, and the only person allowed to be in there, to live there, is that one fuckhead, I don't know his name, tall son of a bitch. So, so the girl and the other guy are not allowed to live there. That one dude in the Acura parked in front of even though I don't have cars, we have private property, we have private parking. The only people that's allowed, everybody, it's 4 units. All 4 units on my block, 2 cars are assigned to each person on lease. Even though I don't have a car, why now if that person asked could they park in front of my French style doors, I would have said yes. No, I would have said no because he's a fentanyl drug dealer and a meth drug dealer, and that's all that I know as of right now. Cause he even offered to sell me fentanyl and meth. So I know for a fact he deals with meth and fentanyl. I wish before I told the cop, I don't know if you heard it, but I told the cop I wish I wasn't making him mad, because I told that one big son of a bitch that lives over there acting all aggressive, come outside and I beat your fucking ass. I stood outside, he never came outside. Pussy much. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Jackie. I want to clean up the streets. Marijuana is a herb. Now, if you was selling marijuana, I would not make a big deal out of it, because that's a herb that makes people feel good. But when it comes to like meth and fentanyl, nah, I'm against that. Good morning, Kimberly. And people want to hate me for being a narc, to put away, to try to put away people that does fentanyl and meth. And I really think he's into crack and maybe cocaine. I don't have proof for cocaine or crack, so that's hearsay. That won't stick. But it wouldn't surprise me that much. Now, am I worried that they might retaliate seeing all those police cars and I even told them that I was going to do what I was going to do? No. Because I stood outside and I told that biggest son of a bitch, come outside and I'll beat your fucking ass. And I would have too. I would have went to jail, but I would have really beat his ass. I'm not a fighter. I don't believe in violence, but when somebody sells fentanyl, and another thing, heroin, fentanyl, heroin, and I don't know about, and meth, I don't know about crack or cocaine, but they should not sell fentanyl and motherfucking heroin and motherfucking meth to underage kids. I see traffic go in and out of that place all the time. They park in front of our fucking door. They take all of our we got 2 parking spaces. They take them all up. What if my sister want to come by and visit? She ain't got nowhere to park unless she parks in somebody else's private parking space. I don't know. I just had enough, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go there." Yes, I did bang on the door, like very aggressive, and yes, I did say that if you come out, I'll beat your fucking ass, which I would have. Seriously. Fentanyl is insecure. Exactly. Thank you. And I'm putting a shutdown on it. I told the cops about it, and it seemed like they didn't give a shit. Did you hear what the cops said? I tried to approach them, and they told me to go back. They would not let me approach them. Maybe the Pelham police are in on it. Or maybe the Pelham police is already building up a case on them. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just had enough. And I had to do something. I had to do something, and I fucking did it. There's 3 police units and 2 to the car, 246. It was 6 polices out there, and they didn't want to really hear nothing from me. They just got on to me for banging at their fucking door around what, 3:20 or 3:30 in the morning, or 3 o'clock. I don't know. And yes, I did bang hard and very violently. And yes, I did tell them all. I did tell all the guys that was in there, come on out, and I dare you to beat my ass. I beat all y'all motherfuckers' asses. Fucking giving fentanyl to underage people. It's like, if I think I have a daughter. If y'all know anything about that story, I really think that I have a daughter named Savannah, and she's around 12 or 13 years old. If y'all don't know that story, that true story that I said, I really think I have a daughter. Her name is Savannah. Her so-called daddy, which isn't really her daddy, named Jason, and her so-called mother, which is her mother, the lady that I had sex with to have Savannah. Her name is Jennifer. She was 30 and I was 29. So what would that make it? She's 11 or 12 years old or something like that. I seen her pitch. It's like, I get into it later, but when I first started having sex with Jennifer when we lived in Woodbrook's apartments in Alabaster, obviously her man was not able to produce kids. We we first started wearing condoms. Then the condom fell off or broke or something, and I started busting nuts in her. And she said, "It's a chance that you might get me pregnant. What would you think about that?" Jennifer said. I said I would love it, and I want to be in the life of my daughter. At the time, we did not know it's going to be a daughter or a guy. I mean a boy. But I pounded that pussy, and I came in her when she kept up with her cycles, and when I came in her, she went in a special position. She fucking, she went like, kind of like, not a headstand, but she took her legs all the way up, and I held them up for her to let as much cum stay in her as possible when I cream pot her. A bunch of that, okay. She says she thinks she's pregnant. Okay, in front of my mom in Alabaster at Woodbrook's apartment, she took two pregnancy tests, and it said that she was pregnant. We was so happy. My mom was so happy. Then she said she wasn't pregnant, but then she stopped having sex with me when she became pregnant. We just hung out, and she would not let me have sex with her no more after she became pregnant. I just massaged her, gave her full body massages, and ate her pussy, and she would not let me fuck her. But I was just happy to massage her and eat her pussy and make her feel good and give her, foot massages and belly massages. And as she started getting a nice belly and talking to the baby, which we didn't know it was a girl or boy until a little bit later, then she said it was a girl when she took the test a couple of months or something like that. Then she told me, if it is yours, and she said, it is yours, would you go along and pretend it's Jason's? And Jason was a police officer of Alabaster. And he served on the Narcotics Task Force, the Shelby County Task Force Agency. And I confronted Jason and said, I think that your baby, what you think it's your baby, it's my baby. And I confronted him because I wanted to be a part of my baby's life, but Jennifer wanted me to hush hush and pretend it was Jason's baby. But I think Jason knew all the truth. I think even Jason knew it was my baby. Then after she had the baby, she gave me and my mama's pictures of the baby. She always brought the baby over. The baby totally resembled me as around my age of that age. I it's like that's my baby. I really 100% sure that I have a baby named Savannah. And I want to be a part of my baby's life. But then they moved to Tuscaloosa in the Vance area. Not in Tuscaloosa. I think it's in Tuscaloosa, but they moved around Vance. And Jason would always pick me up, and he wanted me to spend a weekend Why? For me to be around my baby girl, Savannah. I mean, I really think I have a baby girl named Savannah. And now I see her on Facebook page. But I would never, ever friend request her. I would never, ever say anything because I want to, but she's just, I think, what, 11 or 12 by now? I don't know. But when I look at her Facebook page, she looks just like me around the age that I age. Like the facial features, her mannerisms. But when she turns, I try to get in contact with her mom, Jennifer, and I would like, she never replies back. I said, Jennifer, I think, no, I know, that's all I did, that Savannah is my daughter. I would like to have a DNA test. Well, she never answered back. I don't know how to go about it because the guy that she was with, Jason, they departed. I think they got a divorce or something. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Just looking through Facebook's posts and everything. And now Jennifer's with another man. And you know, Jennifer never had no other children. I got her pregnant. She was 30 years old, and I was 29. She never had no other kids since then. I think Jason was the type of person that could not produce children. I don't know the technical side of that, but and one thing she said, if this baby, when it's born, she even said it's your baby, Savannah. Would you please not say nothing, and me and Jason can raise it as our own? I said no. I want to raise and do the best I can. That might have been a turning around, man. I don't know that for a fact. I will hope to God if fucking I was in my daughter's life, Savannah, which is a beautiful name. I think maybe that might have gave me the boost I needed to be not a bum and like work jobs that suck just to provide a best as to not be a bum and provide as best of a life that I could contribute. I was in love with Jennifer. I wanted her to be my wife, but she did not want me to be her wife. I mean, she did not want. I got a little buzz here. She did not want me to be her husband. She wanted to marry Jason, which is a police officer at the time, Alabaster police officer, and he was drug task force of Shelby County, narcotics. I will let more out later. I'm thinking about here pretty soon. I don't know if I should wait. I need to talk to a therapist. I don't know if I should wait till she turns 18. I think it's the best. I like to get in her life before then, but I think I try to get into. Jennifer just don't want to fuck with me because she knows it's my daughter. Savannah is my daughter. I think she's just embarrassed to have her feel bad. Maybe that I know she watches me under aliases. She's on Facebook. She's on Instagram. She don't want her daughter knowing that I'm a bum, a bagger, a no good for nothing person. Can do nothing for himself. But maybe that might give me the boost. I don't know 100%. It should be 100%. A boost that I need to stop being a bagger and work hard, even if it's at fast food restaurants. or pushing buggies at a grocery store. I even told her that I wanted to be a part of my baby's life at the time when she took the pregnancy test and showed the results in front of my mom. We were so excited. My mom was excited. I was excited. But she got mad at me because I said I wanted to be a part of her life. But Jason is a police officer. He served in the Navy. He gets money from the Navy. He had an honorable discharge. And he's a police officer on God's task force. He even did some, he was even part of the SWAT. Insurance made okay money. And she made okay money because she was like a nurse. And at that time, I was jobless. I would not be able to raise the kid, but I still want to be a part of her life. And now, I think the last time I looked at her Facebook page, I think she's 11 or 12 or 13. I don't know. I'm not one of those people that go there all the time, but I really think she's mine. And she won't let me do a DNA testing. I just went through it with her and she don't reply back. She didn't block me or nothing. I don't know. Next time, it's like I'm gonna start doing I'm gonna start visiting a psychiatrist once a week and I want to talk to her about it and see what she thinks. I want to be mandatory to go to a psychiatrist at least once a week at Chevy Mental Health, which is named something out now in Pelham. But I just wish, and she's too young for me to confront her. I would not do that. I hate to wait till 18. I think 18 is the perfect age because she's an adult. But once Savannah turns 18, I hate to wait that damn long. But I think that's the right thing to do because Jennifer won't do it. And I don't want to fucking send her a message, send her a friend request because that'll look weird because she don't know me as her father. She thinks Jason is her father, the former Alabaster police officer and a former narcotic task force for Shelby County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, if anybody watched me for a long time, y'all heard this before. Even my mom says that's your baby. Looking at the baby pictures. She even gave us baby pictures when her baby was first born. She even brought Savannah around all the time around me. She comes running to me, even at from birth to when she started walking. She always ran to me. It's like one time I picked her up and I was like swinging her to sleep, doing a lullaby song. She went to sleep so good, and I laid her in her crib. And Jennifer said, "You gotta go now." Then they invited me to their little ranch. Why would they invite me to the ranch? Jennifer's through with me. Jason never fucking liked me, which is weird. Sometimes he loved me, sometimes he didn't like me. I don't know. He had some hellified mood swings. And he was in the Navy. He went and did that he took a lot of tours in the Navy. We had nothing in common. He liked to play fucking video games and listen to heavy metal. And I don't know, man. I'm thinking maybe he might know about it because he wasn't able to have kids. something to do with sperm. But I was able to have a very beautiful girl. I don't know, man. The honest way I would do anything if Jennifer would let me do a DNA test. I'm thinking about going on one of those talk shows. What do y'all think? You know, like Maury Povit or something. This child's yours. One of those things. I'm thinking about telling them. I'm thinking about. Hey, seriously. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about later on today. Record them doing it. I know, right? I'm thinking about today. Wait, what time is it? I'm thinking around 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm gonna look up Maury Povich show, and we're always like, the baby is not yours. The baby's not. They do DNA testing, and I want to tell them on the phone, and usually you leave a message and tell them what I've been going through. And wouldn't that be cool? If you think she'll come on, I will go on. And it'd be a free trip to wherever hell Maury Poet shows fucking tape, whatever his name is. Me and my mom watch that stuff. My mom said, Chris, you should do that. I'm thinking about doing that. Fuck it. Because I really think Savannah's mine. And her parents fucking lied to her. Now, would she love me? I don't know. I'm a bum. But if I found out that I really think she's 100% mine, Savannah. But I will let her know. And once it's a final, and she and ever and the test shows she is mine, I'll be like, Savannah, I want to be in your life from the get go. Your mother can take a lie detector test. She gonna fail it, and I will pass it. I said I want to be a part of your life. But maybe that's a kick in the ass I need to stop being a bagger and fucking start my way from the bottom and like work up a little bit and get like a trades, like get my GD and do some trade school, you know, learn how to weld or be a pipe fitter or learn how to like be a gopher, slowly learn how to like help build houses or dig ditches or pick up trash or welding or pipe fitting or hell just working in a grocery store, starting out pushing buggies and eventually stocking shelves and work at McDonald's or which is good money. People that work at fast food restaurants, you make good money. And every penny I make, I have a lot of catching up to do. I would really like to spend every damn penny I have on what I really know is my daughter, Savannah. Savannah Craig. I really think she's my daughter.